Local, live, late breaking. You're watching K-Max Good Morning Lubbock.
Good morning. Welcome back, everybody. Looking at our radar here to start the day. Zooming in on a couple spots that we are watching some showers drifting in from New Mexico from overnight. Now Muleshoe starting to clear out, but Littlefield, you're next to see this nice bit of scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. Now, what you can also expect here in Lubbock, areas north of the loop, you'll see some of this lightning activity, some of these showers. You're actually already seeing that activity. And now moving into eastern Lubbock County. Notice how small and isolated these are. If you see a shower, it will be very quick as these are moving to the northeast, or excuse me, they're moving from the northwest towards the southeast. We're in the 50s so far, and eventually today it will warm up to a nice 77 degrees. Slightly cooler than yesterday, but still very warm.
All right, time now for some pop news. And of course, the wait is over. Captain America and his friends are saving the world, and thousands are expected to see them in action this weekend, including her.
Including me. I'm so excited. Plus, everything you need to know about Sunday's Mayor's Marathon. Our Brian Maynard has it all.
One movie opening this weekend, and it's one of the most anticipated movies of the year. Avengers Endgame continues the story from last year's Avengers Infinity War. The remaining Avengers, Thor, Black Widow, Captain America, and Bruce Banner, must figure out a way to bring back their vanquished allies for an epic showdown with Thanos, the evil demigod who decimated the planet and the universe. Avengers Endgame is now playing. It is rated PG-13. It's not just teens who go to the prom. The 10th annual senior prom for senior citizens will be held at 6 Saturday evening at the Maggie Trejo Supercenter. This year's theme is boots, chaps, and cowboy hats, so dress up in your Western gear and saddle up for a good time. Tickets to the prom are $5 per person or $9 per couple. Tickets can be purchased at the door. And on Sunday, the Mayor's Marathon takes place. The marathon gets underway from the Burl Huffman Complex at 7 a.m. and will run counterclockwise on the main lanes of Loop 289. If running 26.2 miles seems a bit too much, there's also a half marathon and a 5K. The loop will be shut down for several hours while runners compete. Portions of the loop will reopen as the runners finish in that area. To register, go to lbkmarathon.com. And that is what's happening in the Hub City. I'm Brian Maynard.
An exciting morning for Taylor Swift fans. The singer giving her fans a gift. It's a new song called Me.
And she's speaking exclusively to ABC's Paula Ferris in today's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the wait is finally over.
Good morning, America.
After 2 weeks of cryptic hints on social media, pink and blue images paired simply with the caption 426, the world is finally waking up to a new Taylor Swift Me. And in an ABC News exclusive, she's taking us on an all-access tour of the place where her musical journey took flight.
All right, so here we find ourselves in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm your host, Taylor. I've lived here for longer than I can remember. I'm going to be taking you around to some spots that are really significant to my life. All very me, but that's what we're doing today.
It's Taylor Swift, like you've never seen her before, all coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Paula Ferris, ABC News, Nashville.
From new love to lifelong friends. Moments together call for America's family favorite. Lipton, live alive.
I'm working to make each day a little sweeter.
To give every idea the perfect soundtrack.
To fill your world with fun.
To share my culture with my community.
To make each journey more elegant.
I'm working for all the adventure two wheels can bring.
At ADP, we're designing a better way to work, so you can achieve what you're working for.
Allergies with sinus congestion and pressure? You won't find relief here. Go to the pharmacy counter for powerful Claritin D. While the leading allergy spray only relieves 6 symptoms, Claritin D relieves 8, including sinus congestion and pressure. Claritin D relieves more.
Local, live, late breaking. You're watching K-Max Good Morning Lubbock.
Welcome back, everybody. Today will be seasonable, up to 77 degrees. It's around our average high. Typically, we make it to 78 this time of year. The sky will be mostly sunny with a few stray clouds. Tonight, mostly clear down to 58. That's a mild start to a Saturday. Saturday afternoon will be quite warm or hot, depending on if you make it to the upper 80s or 90s, but just plan on drinking extra water and putting on that sunscreen tomorrow.
All right, so every year the Chamber of Commerce finds some young entrepreneurs who want to test their hands at growing a business. So they come up with a business idea and pitch it in a competition.
And this year, the youngest kid in the group won, and we caught up with him to get a look at his innovative idea for what's next.
Welcome to Fort in a Box.
Daniel Jones says his idea is inspired by, well, his love of forts.
You can make pretty much anything you want with it.
Daniel and his twin sister Leah are both in the Chamber of Commerce's Young Entrepreneur Academy. Daniel says it took many weeks to perfect his idea for their business competition.
The better you did depended on how much money you got. I got $1,450.
Daniel says unlike other forts, his product is durable and versatile. That's what won the investors over.
I kind of froze. I was just shocked.
My jaw literally dropped.
The fact that they could get up in front of a room full of people, do a presentation and answer questions at 11, it's just amazing to me.
But his work's not done yet. Daniel is now representing Lubbock in the regional and hopefully national championship in New York.
I'm a bit nervous, yeah. Actually, not a bit, a lot nervous.
He also has a chance to win a People's Choice Award. Information on how to vote is on our website, everythinglubbock.com.
Very cool.
Very awesome, yeah. All right, buddy. You can even buy them, so that's awesome.
Yes.
All right, it's time to announce our coffee mug winner for today.
Hey, congratulations today to Anthony Ramirez.
Keep it on K-Mac, more news and weather straight ahead.
We're local, live, late breaking.
Local, live, late breaking. This is K-Max Good Morning Lubbock.
Good morning, Lubbock. I'm Tori Larnan.
And I'm meteorologist Alex O'Brien.
It's Friday, April 26th, and looking like a beautiful weekend to pull out the bathing suits and go to the pool.
Right, if you're lucky enough to have access to a pool, gorgeous conditions for that. Also, maybe just head to the park, anything outside.
Get the water hose out, spray your kids. I don't know, that's always fun. Create a little rainbow with it, you know.
Yes. Now, yeah, it's really going to be a nice weekend, almost summer-like. Still, though, this morning, it's Friday. Got to go to work, got to go to school.
Get through it first.
Yeah, not summer break yet. Let's look outside this morning. Get you started at our first forecast, brought to you by First Bank and Trust. We have been watching some lightning across the South Plains this morning. And from the top of the tower camera, there we go, right on cue. A couple of lightning strikes still can be seen. Now, these showers, thunderstorms drifted into our area from New Mexico. Thank you, New Mexico. We certainly enjoy that. Now, they're non-severe, but we are waking up with some higher humidity at 83%. It's 55 degrees, not too bad, and you might see a stray shower. Now, for now, these are isolated. Very isolated in nature. Lubbock, though, starting to see heavier precipitation now coming south into the loop, so you might see a quick shower. Notice how very small these showers are here in Lubbock County, and most of that is now moving towards the east. But more widespread showers, thunderstorms moving now towards Littlefield. Also, Plainview, you might see the effects of some of this light to moderate rainfall. Temperatures are not too bad. 55 Lubbock, 54 Clovis, 53 in Seminole. And on our forecast for the weekend, we'll stay nice and warm. Today, the cooler day at 77, 90 by Saturday, 86 Sunday. Find a way to beat the heat this weekend. It will be quite warm. Have an isolated rain mention today for these showers this morning, and again tonight a few more showers, thunderstorms might drift into our area from New Mexico, but through the bulk of your daytime we'll just be warming up quickly with lots of sunshine. Tori?
Well, Alex, we hope it never happens to us, a fire at our home or our business, but if the unthinkable happens, we trust the Lubbock Fire Department to step in. That's why you'll likely see firefighters soon checking on some of their most vital assets in fighting fires. And KMAC's Avery Travis looked through city data on our fire hydrants and talked to officials about making sure you're covered in case of an emergency.
When a fire starts, every second matters.
Each of our engines carry 500 gallons of water. We have 4 engines come at a time.
Most fires can be put out with just one, but if they can't?
When we're en route to the fire, dispatch tells us, okay, there's a hydrant at this corner, this corner, this corner, and this corner.
We're going to find another hydrant. This one's out of service.
There's no time to waste searching for a working water source.
So around town you may see some of our Lubbock Fire Department out and about doing this. And if you're wondering what they're doing, well, they're just trying to make sure that all of our fire hydrants are working exactly like they should.
With more than 6,800 hydrants, it's a lot to keep track of. Testing the pressure, how easily they start flowing, and even making sure that hydrant is still there.
Could be that it got ran over by a car and nobody ever knew.
So they check annually. As of the day we requested the data, finding around 92 out of service across the city. It's a part of keeping their top rating from the Insurance Services Office, and that's when the Water Department steps in. First, marking them clearly,
so that they would know that there was an issue with the hydrant and not to use it. So to save those seconds is a big deal.
Then getting them fixed.
65 moving parts in it, so it's not just a big piece of steel.
Typically that takes just a few days. Although we found at least 14 hydrants with notes saying they were still broken from last year. But the Water Department says don't worry.
You can look down the street either way and probably see another one close by.
The way our city's designed is yet another safeguard.
With that spacing of about 300 feet, there's going to be several fire hydrants on your block, so there should not be anything to worry about.
Avery Travis, KMAC News.
A former Border Patrol agent charged in a string of murders appeared in court Thursday in Laredo. Juan David Ortiz stands accused of killing 4 people and kidnapping a 5th. Authorities say Ortiz targeted vulnerable individuals who struggled with drug or alcohol addiction or who were involved in sex work. The DA previously said Ortiz hunted for victims. Ortiz's defense is asking for a bond reduction. They want it reduced from $2.5 million to $500,000. U.S. Customs and Border Protection confirmed it is building a temporary facility in Texas to house migrants. The construction is taking place near the International Bridge in the city of Donna. The area is only minutes away from the U.S. southern border. The CBP says the temporary soft-sided facility will hold up to 500 people. The construction is expected to cost nearly $37 million, and officials say the new facility should be up and running by next Wednesday, May 1st. We're learning more about the latest plans at the state capitol to tackle funding changes for our public schools. As differences emerge between the House and Senate versions, KMAC's Wes Rappaport talks to teachers about what they hope the final proposal looks like.
Right now, we're not leading. This particular bill represents transformative changes in our education system.
One of the overarching beefs between the House and Senate plans is the Senate proposal gives more money to schools that perform well, while the House version abandons that idea.
We need to see what's the long-term planning, how we're going to continue funding for the pay raises or the strategic compensations or pre-K, to have it long-term.
Milton Perez has taught in Round Rock ISD for 13 years. He doesn't want to see funding tied to student performance on standardized tests, but says teachers should get incentives based on their evaluations.
If we keep with the status quo, I don't see that achievement gap closing and helping those kids who live in the high poverty areas. So I think nothing's perfect, but having some sort of compensation plan to attract those teachers back to those campuses will benefit and close the gap.
In Dallas ISD, Superintendent Dr. Michael Hinojosa says bonuses based on school success works.
It's not just the STAR test. This is how many kids graduate and are they ready with certificates to go into the world of work. These are things that are measurable, that can actually have a benefit to their lives.
Some district leaders still worry about how to pay for it all.
We're taking lots of different pieces and moving them around so that hopefully everybody's a winner in the process. I love that. I want to make sure that we do have winners and not losers.
In Austin, Wes Rappaport, KMAC News.
Lubbock ISD Board of Trustees approving a location for a new elementary school. The campus will be consolidating Guadalupe, Jackson, and Wright elementaries and will be housed in the former Mahon Elementary building. LISD says the plan to tear down the old school and build a state-of-the-art two-story campus.
We look at building starting probably January, and then it takes about 18 months to build a new school. We're planning on the 3 attendance zones just coming together as one larger attendance zone.
The project, expected to cost $25 million, will house 800 students. There are several reasons to get outside this weekend, and all for a good cause. Tomorrow morning, the Lubbock chapter of the March of Dimes is holding their annual March for Babies. It's free to participate, but teams are encouraged to raise donations. All money raised is used to empower families with programs and information to have healthier pregnancies. Registration begins at 10 at the American Windmill Museum, and the walk begins at 10:30. We have all the details on our website, everythinglubbock.com. And also, tomorrow morning, Mothers Against Drunk Driving is hosting a memorial walk. It's to honor victims and remind people of the dangers of driving impaired. The walk will be held at the Lubbock County Courthouse on Broadway. A ceremony begins at 10, followed by the walk at 11. The free walk is also pet-friendly. And on Sunday, Burkhart Center for Autism Education and Research is hosting their 14th annual Walk for Autism Awareness. It's free to participate, but donations, of course, are welcome. The walk will be held at the John Walker Soccer Complex from 2 to 4. We have a link and pre-registration information on our website as well. The Mayor's Marathon is on Sunday, and if you're not participating, you need to steer clear of the loop. To protect the runners, the outer lanes of the loop will close starting at 5:15 in the morning. They'll gradually open as the race progresses and will be completely open again by 1:30. About 1,200 people are running the race this year. That's 35% more than last year. Ahead this morning, there's a Little League team in Austin that's changing their rules to welcome a new special player on their team. We'll show you their newest player coming up, but first, here's Alex with a check on the weather.
Now, heading to the bus stop this morning, the sun is already starting to rise, but we do also expect maybe a few stray showers. We'll look at that more in detail coming up after the break, but it's mild at 52. Highs today in the middle to upper 70s and a little breezy later this afternoon. We are watching some showers along the Clovis Highway, now moving out of Sedan, headed towards Littlefield, so expect that activity and some of those lightning strikes. Stick with us, your full forecast is next.
The Storm Team Weather Lab. KMAC meteorologist Alex O'Brien.
Hey, welcome back everybody and happy Friday. Overall today we're looking at sunny conditions, warm temperatures, and that will carry us into the weekend. But we are watching some activity here this morning. And outside right now, looking at our tower camera, it will be a little harder to see that sunrise thanks to some clouds and some showers to the east of town. Well, now more so moving towards the far east loop and continuing to move out of the Lubbock area. So that's a beautiful shot this morning. These showers originated in northeast New Mexico. They have since drifted into our area here overnight and giving us some nice activity. So we're thanking New Mexico for this showers, this rain. As far as accumulations go, don't expect much, and these are very isolated. So most of Lubbock is not seeing this activity, but elsewhere we are seeing it. So let's just zoom in on a couple spots of what we're watching. These are non-severe, and areas like Littlefield will be next to see some of this activity, in Lamb County as a whole seeing some nice rain and some fairly frequent lightning strikes. And overall, this is non-severe. Don't expect to see very large hail or to see stronger winds over even 20-30 miles per hour, but this activity continuing to push towards the southeast. Here in Lubbock County, this tiny little spot did actually produce some pea-sized hail downtown. We did see a report of that. Lasted very briefly, but now this activity is moving east of town. Some of this light to moderate shower activity now moving more towards the Buffalo Springs Lake area. So we are starting on actually a quite active note, but generally this high pressure this weekend will leave us dry. Could see a few stray showers drifting from the jet stream into our area in the next couple of days. But bigger changes are to come. A dip in the jet stream leads us to low pressure. Low pressure tends to give us more unsettled weather conditions. We'll talk about that in the 7-day. But today we're warming up to the 60s. By lunchtime, 70s later on this afternoon. And after these morning showers, we are clear for the rest of the day. But we'll be watching more activity in New Mexico. That will drift into our area through the evening, so our western zones again could see some of that. Starting in the 50s and 60s on Saturday morning, warming up very quickly, near 80 already by lunchtime. Then in the afternoon, upper 80s, low 90s on Saturday, with a chance for maybe a few more stray showers to the northeast because a cold front swings on in from the northeast overnight, takes us down a little bit as far as temperatures go on Sunday. Today, mid to upper 70s, some low 80s further south. Tomorrow, upper 80s, low 90s, a big warm up to carry us into the weekend. And as a whole, today will be sunny, and we have that isolated rain chance. By tonight, dropping to 58, staying mostly clear. Those winds taper off a bit. They will be pretty breezy this afternoon. Then, in the extended forecast, we're tracking clear conditions Sunday, perfect weather to head outside. Next week, we want you to be weather aware. Monday, Tuesday especially, we're watching the chance for thunderstorms and possibly severe thunderstorms. So we'll keep you advised. There's still a fair bit of uncertainty this far out, though.
So what do you like better? Do you like when it's a completely rainy day, you know, stay in bed and watch movie type of day, or when a quick shower comes through and cools everything off and then it's sunny again? What do you like?
You know, I do like the latter. I like when you get sunshine and thunderstorms all in the same day. What about you?
I'm the same exactly. Best of both worlds. All right, Alex, thank you. All right, America's pastime is for everyone. That's the message reaching family and fans of Little Leaguers in a community just south of Austin. The Menchaca Optimist Youth Sports League made some changes this season to allow its first special needs player to take the field. And as Chris Davis shows us, it's all for the love of the game.
Strong hands, Mia.
Win or lose.
There you go.
It's how you play the game that counts. Good. Reese plays with love.
When I met her, you know, she was smiling ear to ear.
Coach Rudy Mendoza didn't balk at the chance to get Reese on his coach pitch team roster.
Yeah!
It was a no-brainer, he says.
Good job, babe. Yeah!
But But this wasn't in the original game plan.
My husband and my families are baseball families, so we grew up out here.
Still, Reese's mom thought her daughter's cerebral palsy would keep her benched.
Let's go, Storm!
She asked the league director if her 8-year-old could cheer from the dugout.
And he was like, she's going to be on a team. She's going to hit. She's going to be a part of a team.
Any way we can get a ball player out here that wants to participate and come and enjoy this game, and that's what we're trying to do here.
It makes me happy.
After years of seeing her in the stands for his games, Grayson Ramirez makes sure his sister knows he's there for hers.
Home run! It makes everybody happy. Her smile is amazing.
That's my girl!
The score says someone won here.
Good game, Reese. Way to go!
Reese's face says everyone did.
It's not easy by any means, but that smile makes it all worth it.
Here's a look at what's for lunch today for Lubbock ISD.
It's going to be a fabulous Friday. My name is Juliet Rodriguez, and I am a Roscoe Wilson 5th grader. Today for lunch, we are having a fish patty melt, cheese pizza, beef taco salad, veggie mix, garden salad, strawberries, and mandarin oranges. Hope you have a great day.